EA Games.
Challenge everything.
I'm back. Um, trying to think how I want to do this. We'll do this one. Alrighty. Look, I use cheats in this game. Judge your meter lady. Trying to wrap my head around what happened Tuesday. But I'm not in despair. If anything, it radicalizes me. I'm going to be reading more, writing more, spinning up a new era in the podcast, and I'll be alright. It's going to be an interesting rest of the year. I just told a friend of a friend that he still looks like Malcolm X to me. I hope he don't strike me down with his black militant look. Oh boy, where was I at? Oh, I was right here. Okay. So I'm gonna build, since the demand is kind of high. You know what always struck me as odd in this game? They have things to clean up water pollution, but they don't have anything to clean up the air pollution. And I don't think these little wind tunnels that are in this game is going to do that. That's weird. You got everything else in this damn game except something to clean up the air pollution. And y'all stay bugging me about the environment and the air. And I know planting trees all over the place ain't going to cut it. Especially when y'all telling me people want to move in and they don't have jobs and shit. Like, how does that work? See, this is why I be cheating in the game. You know, stay harassing me about minor trivial shit. Nobody wants to stay in the damn city. And y'all complain too much. So what do people that live in houses like? Well, they like community gardens for sure. And I think I'll put like a little paved. No, that's too small. Um, that's not. It's too damn big. It's too damn big too. Maybe go down a little bit. A medium bit also, and a. Let's see. Like, you see all this yellow stuff, this smog? I guess they were like, yeah, we don't give you anything for air quality. You just ass out on that. We either get rid of the factories or plant more trees. And there have been times I plant a lot of trees in this damn game. They don't do a goddamn thing. Golly. What's this helicopter just hanging out? They can call me the Prince of Darkness. I'm Batman. It's really no different. That's weird. I was amazed at how easy it is to get some high-tech industries in here. I mean, besides raising taxes for dirty and manufacturing, all you gotta do is like put green parks and shit in there, which is weird. Cause I ain't never heard of Bill Gates going to the park. Ooh. Look, I just put. You know what? You're killing me, sir. this man has been bothering me about this. Industry needs more room to expand. But look, what do you want my black ass to do about it? Because y'all not. Alright, so. Ooh. Okay. This game is hella weird. How they place streets and shit when you do this. Cause what the fuck am I supposed to do? Not my problem. This thing's not my problem. Alright. Alright, let me see how this looks. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. Curious why it was smaller last time. Round and round, round and round. That was so freaky. I live. I truly live. Not my problem. That is not my problem. Alright, so we'll put this here. You know, that actually worked out even better. Because I don't have to do the weird shit and put them in the same square as the little factories or whatever. But go off. Mm-hmm. I don't know why they keep calling me the Prince of Darkness. I turned the power off. Boys. Petty Betty boy. Ooh, look at that landfill, child. Um, well, one thing I learned from the first SimCity game I played, always put the landfill, and if you could, your industrial shit, like on a separate thing than the rest of the city. Because who wants to be sucking in smog all day? You say Los Angeles. Oh, and another good tip. If you put a landmark down, that attracts more people. You don't have a job? Oh, right, okay, so we'll put that there. Alright, so y'all need jobs. Y'all probably need a school over here somewhere. We gonna hook you right on up, baby. We gonna hook you up. First, set y'all up a little bit of work. Hopefully y'all take it. Cause you know it's hard out here for a pimp. You know it's hard out here for a pimp. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, excuse me, child. Can we... So what's happening with some schools, you know? Oh, shit. I've been leaving y'all alone. There's like no police over here. You know it's hard out here for a pimp. All that I say it's hard out here for a pimp. All that kind of like a second for. Oh, y'all good on that. But what about a high school? Or a hospital? All that kind of like a pumping full of bricks. Okay. So we got that going. Probably put down a little bit more of these or these. You know it's hard out here for a pimp, for real. So Wednesday I went down to the bar. Wednesday happened to be the day after old boy won re-election. Thought I'd go down there with Mr. Great, get some drinks at the bar towards the end of our visit. Couple, 2 or so chairs down. Middle-aged white couple. Husband and wife in town for a wedding. Decides to like join in the farewells I was given to somebody else that we had just met. That should have been my first red flag, because lady, why are you in my throat? But nevertheless, go on about her evening. Her volume, clearly this lady was already putting 20 on 10, which leads me to believe that she was already pre-gaming before they came to the bar. And just like I was telling people last night, retelling the story, I think she was pre-gaming on boxed wine. You know, I don't want to stereotype anybody, but you know how you see somebody and you can kind of tell like what drinks they get down with. And you know, boxed wine to me is nothing more than a really minuscule, buzzy Capri Sun. But the white people love it. So she's already putting 20 on 10 at the beginning. And then somehow or another things led to politics. I think I got up to get to go to the bathroom. I told Mr. Gray I'll be back. I go use the bathroom. She's even louder. I come back. He's down there talking to her. She's doing most of the talking. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to get this man away from this lady. As I get down there, she's apologizing to me over and over and over and over and over again about the outcome of the election. I'm so sorry that this has happened to you. I had a black housekeeper growing up. I know boxed wine fish did not just pull one of those. I had a black housekeeper growing up, and where I was raised, there were other black housekeepers in other houses, and it's just not right, and it's just, I'm so sorry. Mind you, I just met this lady. To this day, it's now what, Saturday? Couldn't tell you what her name was. But yes, within the first couple of minutes, had to tell me that growing up she had a black housekeeper. And if that's not gagging you by now, the fact that this is the second time I've been the recipient of generational white guilt. This woman is considerably older than me. I don't know by how much. But clearly she has had a few before she got to the bar. And her breath stank. I don't know if it's a combination of the spirit of the wedding and the travel mixed in with the re-election and stuff. But the first time I was the recipient of white guilt, 2015, when Freddie Gray got murdered by the Baltimore cops, I said what I said. There wasn't an accident. Those people got off, and people were so preoccupied with Marilyn Mosby. They weren't paying that lady no mind prior to that moment. And ever since that moment, she's had a target on her back. That's another conversation for another day. But Baltimore was on fire. Black people were rioting, rightfully so. They're within their rights to do that. I'm at the bar. I believe it was Cinco de Mayo. I was in the corner on the patio area with two of my friends, and we're in our own corner talking, trying to wrap our heads around Baltimore literally being on fire. And out of nowhere, this white blonde girl dressed up like Pocahontas, another red flag, just starts apologizing out of nowhere. No, hi, how are you? No, my name is. No, how are you this evening? Never met this white girl before, ever in my life. Started instantly apologizing to the other black guy that was with me. Like, it's almost like she looked straight at him as she was walking over and felt, I guess, responsible for the death of Freddie Gray. Mind you, we're at the bar, minding our business. Didn't have a prior conversation with this lady. Didn't, like, bump into her or anything. Don't know who or where she came from. To this day, couldn't tell you what her name is. Apologizing to him, to the group. I'm looking around like, okay, what's the most direct route to 95? Because the last thing I need right now is this. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine in Virginia about this. Because, you know, I made a Facebook post the same night about not even 24 hours after what's-his-face got reelected. I've already become the recipient of white guilt. And just like I was telling him, I get the spirit of it. I do. But there's a large part of me that is a proponent of, like, awareness, cringiness, And, there's one thing to be socially awkward, but it's another thing when you're like purging. Purging. Like, I'm not making you responsible. It's totally, it would be egregious on anybody's part to make you, this one white lady, and you, this one white girl, responsible for generations, decades and decades of egregious wrongs against people that look like me. That would be totally far off base. And that's really not the starting point for a conversation. The next thing is, for these kind of moments, it's more about listening and receiving what's being said. And there is definitely an undercurrent of performative virtue signaling, like, and this expectation that is on our shoulders to take you by the hand and show you, which at this point, you see the same stuff that we see. I can only imagine, I just thought about it, I can only imagine from Oregon to Maryland. Did she also apologize to every black person going through the terminal? Did she apologize to like every person of color that she came across the moment she left her doorstep in Oregon to the moment she got to Winchester or wherever she's staying? Like, aren't you tired, Miss Millie? Aren't you tired? But yeah, it's like there are certainly people out there, some who I consider friends, that are around my age, grew up in the South, and then you have some that are considerably older than I am that are unpacking like things that they were taught or ingrained or witnessed growing up. They look back and they realize, yeah, that was some fucked up shit to think or say or do. And on top of that, they're aware of their privilege. And with that, there's not a moment in them where they make a moment with a black person or a person of color about them. And they are in a compassionate headspace and spirit space, and they want to learn. And it's as natural and as organic as going to the store, or as second nature as going to get gas. It's not the same, like, it's not, but with a person that's also as curious and also as open to learn, it can be a very dynamic two-way conversation. And people do the work, which is the most important thing. You still have some people out here that are white that still benefit greatly from black people and people of color, whether it's in pictures, giving the presence, or the perception that they are inclusive when in reality they're not. They still continue to participate and facilitate in the difference or indifference towards black people, while they continue to use other black people for that. So, I've seen both sides. And at 42 years of age, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. I didn't serve in the armed forces. I didn't put myself through college. I didn't go day by day knocking down every statistic to be treated like a monolith. Nope. white supremacy and racism is still very alive and well in the LGBTQIA plus community. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. But yes, like I say on the podcast all the time, I was this close making it to the weekend without any nonsense. Can't even go down to the bar within 24 hours of his reelection and have like a moment out, a moment that could have literally happened in the help. Like, take that up with your priest. Take that up. Take that up with your therapist. Take that up with whoever you deem will relegate or cleanse whatever generational guilt. And look, I'm aware that in the 40s and the 50s and the 60s that part of white people's childhood was there was a housekeeper or a maid brought in to render, discipline children, maintain a clean house. But also in some of those relationships, those kids that grow up to be older, like the friend that I was talking to last night, look back on that fondly. And it's one of those things that is twofold, where it's like you recognize this as part of your childhood, but you also don't carry that into the rest of your life as some kind of scarlet letter. Like, you don't know what you don't know. It wasn't in your control. That was an executive decision by your parents to help you. Now, not every black housekeeper, well-to-do white person's dynamic was the same. We saw quite a range in the help. But it's really up to you. Black people are tired. And given that, in addition to the privileged demographic, men and women in that cohort voting for that man into re-election, there are certain key people of color demographics that also contributed to that. Which is why, as of this past Tuesday, I will no longer be considered a person of color. And people that have been followers of that man that swear that, like, things were more affordable, there were no wars, there were no school shootings. It was like, look, this goes deeper than that. This goes deeper than cheaper gas and a cheaper carton of eggs and no wars. Y'all entirely missed the fact that we've had a Panasonic since he was last president. A fact that could have been avoidable had he took action 6 months before. But people pick and choose. And that's definitely their prerogative. But moving forward, I'm stepping out of the way. Yeah, I still have the podcast and I'll still do my thing. And I'll say what I want to say on my show. Hopefully, people that I've reached out to have the honest conversations on the podcast will respond. That's the other thing. Like, you have people that in the moment open their arms, their inboxes for conversations and stuff. But consistency is key. And I am from the old school of seeing is believing. And I ain't seeing much. I ain't seeing much, but I'll be saying a lot. Pay no attention to the name of my city. I was having a time this week. The fact that I was able to get SimCity 4 on a Windows 11 iOS when the CD version of the game would not play on this thing is purely magical. When I tell you this is one of those moments that makes me glad that there is community still. Like that concept is still alive and well because there's a comeback that's been happening where games I used to play back when I was in like middle school and high school that will no longer play on anything greater than like Windows 7. People have taken the original file of the game or the source code and created like open development versions. Case in point, Roller Coaster Tycoon. Listen, I've been having a time on my MacBook, and now at some point I might put it on here with OpenRCT 2, SimCity 4. After much research and test failures of other alternatives, we back, baby. We are back. We are back. I've been yammering on this whole time. I haven't even resumed the gameplay. And please don't be in my chat talking all this yang about 45. We're over here having a good time. I'm talking about my week with y'all. It's been a time. I will no longer be tripping when history repeats itself the next 4 years. Please stop bothering me about the electricity. It's just so weird to me when people want others to give a damn about somebody that don't give a damn about either one of us. Slugs for salt. Slugs for salt. See, this is the one that trips me out. This one here. I don't think a couple of trees is going to do anything. Not when you try and get like 500,000 people in the damn city. Hey, maybe I'll build a... Now, if I click on this, look, I just built that hospital. Y'all are bitching already? God damn. So, y'all want more offices. Maybe I should. Sometimes y'all go over slow. I feel like if I put that down, the UFO will show up. Here we go again. So, I don't have a country club down, do I? That's wild. However do you want? No, I ain't gonna put it down for sure. So down the town. How do you need me? How do you need me? Nah, I don't know. Maybe it's just not the time yet. Please stop bothering me about this damn opera. Why, yes, I would love an opera. Oh, no damn solar power. Get out of my face with this. However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? So. It's not the truth. Back to the road. However you want me. Wherever do you want me? The fact that fires keep happening. I'm like, please, leave me alone. You got a clinic. Please leave me alone about that. I'm back. Sorry I was gone a while. Oh, see, Apple Music acting like they don't want to play. But we gonna clock it. Grammy nominations are out. I'm so glad Andre 3000 got nominated. I think he's going to win in that category. There goes the water. Come on, water from the plane. Hey. Oh, shit. Don't tell me the plane has no water. Okay, we got it. fire breaks out in Vegas City. Ooh, the hemorrhoids of it all. I hate when Facebook Messenger has one notification and you open it up and there's no message. When to commit great crime and bust nut. Oh. So I didn't know I could just turn off the option. You know when my advisors keep harassing me about dumb shit? I can turn it off. Y'all have fun though. Get the fuck out of my face. Mmm. Mmm. Hmm. 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 Yeah, I feel like this could go here. Like, ugh, whatever, whatever. Maybe I could. Wait. Well, well, well. That just looks janky, don't it? Let's see what it's giving. Matter of fact, alright, so if I may, see, it's already being ridiculous. It's already being ridiculous, because what are you doing? What are you doing? Mm-mm-mm. Mm. You know, I didn't even think about that. I could do this. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Do the rail thing, right? Do one of them joints. I hate that it does this, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, right? I would do some stupid shit like that. Put a little stuff there, put a little stuff there. And what are we doing over here? Put a little stuff there. I clicked that like I noticed the difference. Like I really be paying attention. Oh. Yo, all this shit is blacked out. Y'all really fair weather ass citizens. Like, what are y'all doing? Oh, y'all got the nerve to demand more residential shit. Y'all better move into these vacant buildings. Y'all better move into these vacant buildings. Look at this. Black, black. Alright, kind of turning less black. Black, 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 dark, vacant, empty. Complain about long commute, so you left in droves. Black, black. Like, just all this mess. Y'all got this good living all up and through here. You got a stadium. You have a private schools, a country club, colleges, a university over here. Like, what more do you want? I cannot. I really do not. Let's see how this goes. I know sometimes y'all act funny. Why are you obsessed with me building small offices? I want Sears Towers, bitches. You know what? Fuck all this noise. Does bar stuff do anything? No.
Pizza's resting.
Time saying no job. Like, why do I need to know that? Like, we got them. Go out and get them. Let's see what putting a big ass building will do. It'll cause you motherfuckers to. And then, right? Since y'all like to act like y'all don't get anything. Let's see. It looks really wild, but we'll see what it does. Sometimes I forget to give y'all asses some schools. Sometimes I forget, man. Some people just enjoy being patted. Ooh. What does that say? Wait a minute, what just happened? Snap. So another airport? Where'd you put it? I heard something go bam. So, is this it? Snap. I like the Sim City just puts the airport wherever. It's like, yeah, we're just gonna put it right here. Oh shit! Hold on, not you talking about no what? I don't need water. I better drink Gatorade. Shit. Look, we love to see high rises, even if they're the projects. We love to see it. See, and they turn black again. See, this is why Jesus doesn't answer our voicemails, because y'all be on some shit, for real. Y'all truly be on some shit, and I don't understand why. The living wall. Y'all need no more, uh-oh. Shit going down. Oh, that's all. I'll be back.
Oh, there we go. Hello. I'm good, Chewy.
I'm in a swivel chair, so I might act a fool. How is everybody?
You might act a fool. How many shots are you in, good Mur, on the top there? Oh, me?
They are gone. I can tell just by looking in their eyes. They are gone.
99s, mind you, too. You didn't see that part, did you? You just got here. They've been drinking 99s.
Oh, I've gone to brunch with them.
I'm their child.
Child, not the Hyatt bottles. You got the bottles from the Hyatt? I'm screaming. Ooh, you got a bag?
That's a cute bag, though. I like that bag.
I'm gonna need to get me one
Right?
to have on me when I
That
when I.
reminds me of Muffy's popper bag, though.
Golly,
I was waiting for you to pull the poppers out and be like, oh yeah, these.
what mini bar did you hit up on the way home? I know them. I know them mini bar bottles from anywhere. I ain't judging. I just know. I mean, I got some alcoholics in my family, so I know many.
I turned them on to these because I was like, here's a bunch of alcohol all in one that you just get really fucked up on real quick.
And you can just pitch the little bottle and keep it moving.
Yeah. I've got the pickle one. They make a pickle one and they got so excited when I gave it to them.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Did y'all already have the
No,
conversation?
not that. No, the pickle 99 is what I was saying. That bitch that I got you.
That is the Pickle 99 look like. I made it. It's called the
No, that's
Pickle
not the
99.
That's a different one. That's pickle
Did I miss the conversation?
There is always room for conversation, girl. It is only 9 o'clock, and we can keep going.
So-
I'm half-assing my day at work tomorrow.
So let me tell y'all my white guilt story. Can I tell you that? Since it kind of ties into
Your
the...
white guilt story.
So, since it kind of ties into the theme,
God damn, do I need another Truly? Fuck.
you're going to need one of those margarita glasses from Red Lobster from back in the day for this one.
I'll just go into the V-Box instead.
I just laughing so they know what I'm talking about. When you used to get the little slushy frozen margarita joints, you need one of them joints. So, me and Mr. Great, my partner of almost 7 years, I know. Time is flying. So we go down to the bar here in Frederick. Same bar we've been going to for the last 7 years. And we went like the day after the election. Wednesday, go down there, have our whiskeys and stuff. 3 or 4 chairs down, there's a white couple, middle-aged white couple. They're in town for a wedding. They're in from Oregon. And the lady that's in the couple is right. See, that face you're making, it gets better. I know. I didn't even have to look to know that the face she made was the moment I said white couple. Anyway, they're in town from Oregon. She's already got 20 on 10. Like, she's already active. And you know how you can look at somebody and you can tell, like, they pre-gamed, but you can tell specifically what they've been pre-gaming on. She strikes me as the type to be, like, heavy into box wine. The box wine? Yes.
The Franzia.
Yes. So we got box wine fish, as I like to call them. She's already on 20. I don't know this lady. I've never met this lady. But she's already active. And I'm like, okay. Like, I'm saying goodbye to other people, and you just join in. And just start talking. I'm like, okay. I have to go to the bathroom. I get up, go to the bathroom, come back. And when I come back, my boyfriend's down there talking to them. I'm like, oh God. And you know the line of work that my boyfriend does, Otter. Right. Fresh off. Doing elections and stuff. And I'm like, okay. They're talking. I need to get him out of this woman's. And she's like all the way turned around in her chair and they're talking. So by the time I roll up on it, she's apologizing to me. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry about the way things turned out. I'm sorry about the outcome, the results. I had a black housekeeper growing up. I beg your finest pardon. You what?
You went small.
You is unique? Like, what is happening right now? She was like, oh, I had a black housekeeper growing up. There were black housekeepers in the neighborhood. I feel so sorry.
I'm Southern, so bless her heart.
But not even, hi, how are you? I'm like, Sheree, whatever happened to customer service? No, hi, how are you? What's your name? How's your day? Like, still to this day, it's been... Okay, that was Wednesday. We're going into Saturday. I don't know this lady's name. I don't know this lady's name. And she's telling me her whole, like, childhood story. Oh, I had a black housekeeper growing up, and I just feel so... Child, I said, what the color purple? I said, what the color purple is going on? And the gag is, that's not the first time I've been the recipient of white guilt.
It's
It's just awkward. That's
It's very awkward. That's a lot to put on my shoulders. I'm already processing a lot of stuff because I'm black, queer, gay, sometimes bisexual. I'm black. I'm gay. I'm black. I'm gay. I'm black. I'm gay. I'm black, 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 black. Like, I just want to go to the bar, have my whiskeys with my man. Let's talk about how you're feeling. I don't need to know that you had a black housekeeper growing up. I'm not looking to do an ancestry.com kind of thing. I'm not looking to do a 23andMe. I'm not looking to do a PBS episode with Henry Louis Gates where he opens the folder and I find out like my cousin is Oprah and my third cousin is like one of the Roosevelts. I'm not looking to do that. I just want to have whiskeys.
And I'm related to George Washington and Thomas Jefferson too.
Right. Like, I'm not looking to find out that I'm like the 10th cousin removed from Benjamin Franklin or,
I think we've lost honor by now.
me and Lee Daniels are long lost brothers. I don't need to know that. I just want to have whiskeys at the bar
I think you broke them.
with my boyfriend and just catch up with him. I don't need to know that in 1950, 1960, when you were 7 years old, you were gone with the wind. I don't need to know that. I don't know nothing about birthing no babies, Miss Scarlett. I don't need to know this. It's 2024. I'm already processing the fact that we are going to possibly relive 2016 again. I don't on top of that need to know that during Jim Crow you had a black housekeeper. I don't need to know your imitation of life, which the remake is bussin', but lady, please. And then on top of that, her breath stank.
Not her breath stank on top of it all too. The piece de resistance.
Like, did you have sardines with the box wine? I know your head hurts probably by now. Did you have sardines with the box wine? What is happening?
She chain smoked 8 cigarettes before or during.
How much you want to bet the cigarettes were Newports though?
No, she had one of those big long sticks.
Oh, like she was Katharine Hepburn?
Like Cruella DeVille.
Oh God.
I mean, you said she was white. Yeah. If you said she white like that, I wouldn't put it past her.
She was white, middle-aged white, and then she had the nerve to have on like one of those white button-up shirts with like birds all over them.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to stereotype anybody, but I'm like,
Where it was like, I want to look sexy, but I don't want to look trashy sexy. Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
she looked like she was fresh from Margaritaville, and I want no parts. Yes.
What's gonna happen to Margaritaville now that Jimmy Buffett's dead?
I don't know.
Thank God he died. That was the whitest motherfucker I've ever met. I never met him, but you know what I mean.
It was just a lot was going on. But like I said, that wasn't the first time I've received white guilt. First time, same scenario. I'm at the bar in Baltimore with a couple of my friends, and this was around the time that like Freddie Gray got killed by the cops and Baltimore was on fire. It was a great time. I love a good riot. Like, yes, take all this shit down. They got insurance. Like, burn all this shit down. And the thing about it is like
a good neighbor.
Oh, burn all this shit down? No. So I'm at the bar and it was in May. I remember that. It was like April, May, right? In the corner on the patio by the harbor, talking to some friends. Out of nowhere, this blonde white girl walks up. dressed as Pocahontas. Dressed as Pocahontas.
Not, oh, honey.
So many red flags. And instantly starts apologizing. So I was with another guy and a girl. She instantly started apologizing to the other black guy. Like she was reaching her hand out, like she was about to heal him or something. She was like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Like this is his arm. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about Freddie Gray and the police and the riots. I'm so sorry. She looked all of about like 20 years old. So, you know, this is probably like our first time, you know, in Baltimore. But like, girl, we at the bar.
The caucasity.
It's the three of us in this corner just minding our business talking about everything that's going on. And you want to apologize. Why to us?
What? The caucasity of the situation.
So it was, in my mind, as she's apologizing, you know, I'm backing up. I'm like, I'm moonwalking away from this. And in my mind, I'm like, what's the most direct route to 95 so I can get up out of here?
Are you about to start stoning right now?
But it was also Cinco de Mayo. So it was like, I need more drinks. But my thing is, why you dress like Pocahontas? It's not October.
Even still.
Even still, the appropriation.
Yeah, so, you know, I've told, you know, I made a Facebook post about what happened Wednesday, and people have been asking me about it, and I'm like, you had to be there because it was crazy. It was crazy. Like, I get that you feel some kind of way, but you got to take, like, stock in yourself and, you know, kind of change your path and what you do now. Now that you're aware, and it's not, and stop looking to us, because I will gladly step out the way since this is what y'all wanted. And I'm not saying like every white person or every whatever, but because that's not fair. Like I will gladly step out the way, but please stop looking to me to like soothe your soul, because you're not the only person that's had a black housekeeper. Yes, I'm going. I'm going back to Oregon Fish.
Look, Will Smith also had a black housekeeper too. In when he was on Fresh Prince. I mean, come on, guys. No, I'm just kidding. That was a bad example.
It was, because that's my show. Look, there's not many people I would die on a hill for, but Will Smith is in a special category just because of that show. But yeah, Oregon Fish,
Yeah.
like, don't stop. I'm not a magical Negro. Like, I need Oregon Fish. I need Oregon Fish to go to the Church of Latter-day Saints or to a tent revival or look at Creflo Dollar. Just leave me out of it. I just want drinks. Call a 1-800 number, donate to the Christian Children's Fund with Sally Struthers and all them. Leave me out of it. Feed a child for $0.25 a day. Leave me out of it. I'm trying to survive, lady. I've had enough.
Some dogs. I don't fucking care.
Yes, call Sarah McLachlan and adopt Lassie. Leave me out of it, please. I'm trying to take it one day at a time. I'm going through a lot right now. Please call one of these 1-800 numbers. You know, go to Kneel Before Jesus and I don't know, whatever you know, Oregon Fish, please. Yeah, that's what I call people whose name I do not know. Because like I said, like, it's been 2 days. I still don't know this lady's name. I just know that she had this shirt with a bunch of parrots on it. Her breath stank. She clearly had pre-gamed with some box wine before she got to the bar. And that she had a black housekeeper.
And she had a black housekeeper, yeah, exactly.
Like, do you think me and this black housekeeper are related? Why are you telling me this? Are you trying to make me your next? Cause listen, I will not end up like Oprah in The Color Purple. I refuse. I'll do the hell no, but I will be bobbing and weaving because you ain't hitting me with no wrench. Just saying. But Oregon Fish was on my last nerve. I was like, it's time to go. But she did. You know what? You know what? Not too heavy on Oregon Fish. She did cover the bill.
Okay.
Now, had I known she was going to do that,
Has its perks, right?
yeah, a little sprinkle of reparations because you feel bad. But if I was in my right mind that night, I would have told my boyfriend, yeah, sit down and make yourself comfortable so we can order some more drinks on this lady's tab since she feels bad. I wasn't thinking. You know me.
Oh,
I would have called you and would have been like, you want to catch an Uber?
let's go, let's go.
Otter goes, children, white woman is buying drinks, let's go.
And she's apologizing to black people. She's apologizing to black people, Otter. It's the apology tour.
The weirder the apologies get. It's awesome.
It is the white woman apology tour. She's apologizing to all the black people.
Hey, Bella.
Like, you want to apologize to the like minorities in the kitchen too? Because we can get them out here too, and do a whole
Kitchen minority.
and do a whole sing along like they do when it's your birthday. We live.
Sing Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
So that was my Wednesday night.
For treating you like shit.
I know, right? Like, why do people look to black people to like make them feel better? Like,
It's no.
it's not like this isn't Ghost. I'm not here to like reunite you with Patrick Swayze. This is not what we're doing.
Did you see what Michael just said, Otter?
She probably did.
He probably did. Alright, time for me to add. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's probably.
Now.
I have come across a couple of TikToks of like white people screaming, and the black lady in the car is screaming. I had to cut that short when the spit hit the phone. I was like, I gotta go. Like you can scream, but I don't need the precipitation to like hit. Cause I jump if something's coming at me, even if it's not right there. Like, you can be upset, but I don't need the projectile spit, like, coming at me. But I get it, like, yeah, I jump. I jump too easy. But I hope Oregon Fish has a good time at our wedding.
Oregon Fish.
Oh, yes. Any white woman, you know what? It's funny. When I started adding fish to the names of people, it started with a black lady at my job. When I first started my, so another story time, because the way my mind works.
We love story time here.
So the current job that I had when I started my job was 4 years ago. And, I was just put on meetings to kind of just like, listening and stuff like that. So this lady approached me in Slack. Again, never met this lady. She didn't introduce herself. First message to me was, who are you and why are you on the meetings? I was like, oh, this is the welcome wagon? Okay. So I didn't engage. I just brought it up to my manager at the time. Then at some point when it was time to introduce new employees, they don't make them, but they like encourage people to turn their cameras on. And I remember her name from the first incident. And when she turned her camera on, I was like, she looks every bit like a person that's just in everybody's business. So you know how like a person turns on their camera and you're like looking at them and looking at the background. And she had like, she was an older black lady, and she had in the background, I don't know if your mom had this either when you were growing up, but it was like a metal triangle kind of like shelf with like the glass shelves. It was either like silver or gold, and it was shaped like this. And people would put like pictures on the shelves, and like she had one of those still in 2024. But it was funny because I haven't seen something like that since like the 80s, because it used to be part of like a furniture set. Like, you know, you go to Color Time or Aaron. Well, Color Time was the thing back in the day, and you would get that as part of like a set with like a matching china closet or whatever. And I was like, this lady still has this in the 21st century. And she had her hair done a certain way, and she looked like in her Zoom photo like a nosy church lady. So I started calling her. Even though I knew her real name, I started calling her Church Wigfish. Because she looked every bit like the lady that sits in the first pew at the church with her pearls, with her church fan, just dropping tea about everybody else in church. Just signifying, right. So yeah, Church Wigfish. And then the whole fish thing just kind of grew legs. Whoa! So yeah, I just, for shits and giggles, I add, the word fish to the end of everything. Especially when I'm talking about white women that have no sense. Like,
I'm wondering if next year, or next 4 years, we'll get more white guilt.
Oh, you know me. At this point, I'm just looking forward to it. Like, what you got to tell me about your childhood today? You had a black housekeeper. You had a black babysitter.
It's like driver.
Oh, you had your own driver. Wow.
Right?
Come on, Green Book.
Me.
Yes. We love a good Green Book movie. Driving Miss Daisy. Oh, you had okay. Driving Miss Daisy. I reckon Miss Daisy. You want to go to Piggly Wiggly? That was you. That was your childhood. Yes.
Not the Piggly Wiggly.
Oh, the Piggly Wiggly.
But it's a trip, cause it's like what can you do? You can't do anything about what you see, but cause at the end of the day you're responsible for yourself. And you have some people, cause I have white friends. Surprise, surprise. That recently were like, they're looking back at their childhood and they're like, the shit that I was raised and saw and taught being, growing up in the South, that wasn't cool. And I was like, you're probably right. Even they don't tell me what it is. I'm like, you're probably right. But that's really where it starts. You know what I mean? It's not walking up to the first black person and saying, oh, I feel so bad. I'm like, okay, that's cool. But the black housekeeper part, you could have kept that to yourself. Because the year I was born, that wasn't a thing. And I'm sure we all saw The Help, and we knew that it was based off of something that was a thing, but can we say hi, how are you first? What's your name? You know what I mean?
What do you do for a living?
Yeah, and like, recognize, it's a different time. Not all that different because we still have this shit that we got that's going on. But I told that to I was telling this story last night to a friend of mine that lives in Arlington. He saw my Facebook post, and I almost forgot to tell him the story. And I sat and I told him. And when I got to the black housekeeper part, his eyes got real wide, and he froze. He was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, this lady that I do not know told me that she had a black housekeeper. Like, what do you want me to do about it? You know what I mean?" So, coming to find out, when he was growing up, he also had a black housekeeper. But I know that's a thing. Like, he's pushing 60, so in the early 60s, that was a thing. But here's the difference, Otter. When he told me that, he wasn't like Oregon Fish. He didn't go through that whole purging and pouring out the guts and stuff and just being so over the top about it. Like I can go back in time to the 1950s and 60s and tell this specific black lady, don't work for this white family. Because 50 years from now, when I'm at the bar, this child right here is going to approach me and tell me how sorry she is. Like, what do you want me to do about it? You know what I mean? Like, yes, I time travel. That's what I do. I time
I
travel.
will say, driving home today was kind of interesting because I had the thoughts of, I was raised a lot more Republican than I thought I was. Until I look back at it and I'm like, what the hell?
And
Rush Limbaugh was on in my grandparents' kitchen constantly growing up.
oh wow, I know. And you know, on my own path, you know, like I said, most of my friends are white. I'm also in my own path, like unpacking and looking back at like the politics and the government that I grew up in and the kind of society that I grew up in. And it was like there are truths about every president that's come out where it's like they weren't 100% for us, but I understand that like when it comes to politics and government, when you're the president, you kind of have to do stuff that appeases both sides. You know what I mean? So it's like I wasn't too heavy on Clinton. Like, you know, although you appealed to the black vote in an exceedingly great, amazing way, you still had to appease like Republicans that were for like crime bills that kind of kept us like here, kind of like, you know what I mean? And while there's part of me that's like, damn you, Bill, there's another part of me that's like, I mean, that's par for the course. And, you know, I was watching something years ago that's on Netflix where they went over, you know, Abraham Lincoln's presidency and some of the stuff he did, that although he was a major force in like freeing slaves, there was the other part where he signed something into play that gave slave owners that lost slaves money per slave that they lost. So it was like, you know, Abe wasn't all the way honest. I mean, you know, in my eyes, what honesty is like. But I get that he had to appease both sides. But yeah, like when you get to a certain age and you realize all that stuff that they were teaching you in class about presidents and white history and stuff was a sanitized version. And you're like, oh, okay. Columbus wasn't like, what, all that he said he was. This motherfucker was out here killing people and raping people. But those kind of things, I'm just like, thank goodness, there are people out here that can educate us and is unfiltered and stuff. Because, not that I'm like too heavy on like white people being pure and Christian and righteous all the time, because they're not. The way some of them move, and Otter and I have talked about this.
Them Sunday Christians.
Ooh, child. And don't get me wrong, I'll suck a Sunday Christian in a minute.
Don't get me started about my mother-in-law.
I'll suck a Christian, a Mormon, a Mennonite, the Amish. No. Otter's like, I'm sick of y'all. But yeah, in my path, it's like I'm unpacking all of that and then coming to the realization that people I've been friends with voted for Trump. And before anything else, I'm curious as to why you would vote for somebody that's against me and my interests. And that was a whole informative, educational kind of thing that opened my eyes to there's a difference between like Trump followers and Republic. I know.
Get another shot.
But yeah, like this whole 45 thing, I will never call him by his last name. I will always refer to him as 45. But anyway, enough about me. I know I just came in just...
No, you're more than okay. We've just been here ranting and raving and whatnot. We've been going on for, God, almost, we're coming up on an hour and a half almost.
This is our brunch. This is our brunch. This is
Right. Like, if you've seen us on 14th Street, we carry on like a fool.
words.
I know Sete hate to see us coming. They be like, y'all again? I'm like, it's not us. It's the people running into bushes just walking by. Whoa! But yes, Olivia. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Oliver. I'm sorry. Yeah, Mormon. I've seen a couple of Sean Cody videos with Mormons in them. Oof. They just look so wholesome.
Yeah, you're right.
And then they unzip their pants and it's like, I'm like, oh. My word. What? Right. Whoa! But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting time. So,
Oh, Eris, you're not wrong. That's a fucking mood.
right. Like, we already got, like, summer and winter, like, pulling us back and forth. Like, they want to take us back with this weather and shit. I'm just like, my goodness. One day it's 35 degrees, the next day it's 87.
Snowy.
Child, that's next week. I feel like that is next week. But I'm definitely... Ooh, wait.
Oh, Ryan, are you free today?
Hmm?
Ryan, are you free today?
Sunday... Depends. What's up?
We will be at trade Sunday.
That.
Are you local to
No, I ain't got
DC?
money. I am. I'm Glen Burnie, actually.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in Frederick.
Glen Burnie, work in Baltimore. Ugh.
Okay. Oh, that's
Tomorrow,
nice.
speaking of which, do you, David?
Oh, shit. Child, I'm over here playing SimCity. I've been playing this all day. Thank God for early release. That was...
A new one?
Alright.
An older one?
Yeah,
Eat, by the way. I have not eaten tonight. I'm going to go eat. I love you all.
Oh, okay.
Emma! Hi, Emma!
Don't-
I don't want to bring you with me through my house. That is not happening. That's why I set up. I got my lovely background and whatnot for y'all for that reason.
I like your shirt. Where'd you get it from?
It's a whole dress. Thank you.
Oh, show and tell.
Oh, honey, I gotta stand up and hold on. I'm not wearing tights, nothing tonight. Like, look at it.
Yes, Black Swan. Oh, and you are peeking in the front. I like that.
Leave me alone. I told you I didn't do nothing because I was only top tonight. Leave me alone.
That's fine. I like to tuck away.
I know I'm gonna get a text later on from my boyfriend about that one.
Oh, which one's your boyfriend? Is he in the comments?
That would be the Oliver.
Oh, hey, Oliver, hey. Oliver kind of looked like Mulan in the thumbnail.
So, alright, you loves. I'm going to go eat now. It was good to see y'all, but yes, we must do this again more often.
Oliver kind of looks like Mulan in the thumbnail. I live. Oliver looks iconic. Oliver! Mulan is such a compliment. I hope you're having a good day. Hi. And your last name is Price? I live.
Hey, awesome.
Alright, well, we don't want you to be all famished and stuff. It was great. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, of course.
As I give myself a mammogram. You know, I've been working out, so, you know, my titties jiggle when I go down steps.
Mine are just pierced, so there's that.
Both of them.
I didn't bitch out. You gotta get both or none.
All right. All right.
Wow.
Okay.
On that note,
Go
good
eat.
evening, everybody.
Have a good night. Thank you, everybody. Otter, you
All
gonna
right,
stay on, or is it you gonna leave too? Otter. Hey. Okay.
Y'all enjoy rapping. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.
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 That was nice. What you working on, Otter?
Lovely. I'm working on this outfit.
Oh. You think you're gonna wear that Sunday? Oh, is that for a show?
For sure.
Oh, okay.
Sunday, I'll probably wear my overalls and my vest.
Okay. I think I'm gonna wear my red and black neoprene bottom, and of course I'm gonna have my chest out. Cause you know I worked hard.
Did you invite out Eric?
I believe he'll be there. I told him because it's funny. He also mentioned the show at Shaw's.
Mm-hmm.
I just naturally told him that we'd be at trade around 4. So we'll see.
Hey, Richard. Yeah, Shaw, I have to go for Chip.
Oh, how is Chip?
He's doing good.
Yeah.
I mean, considering all things happening, he's good.
Okay. Shaw's is where we were last time I saw him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was before.
Yeah, Eric and I went to your show there. It was like late until closing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And the show is at 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll be there. I'm so happy that wallet situation worked out. It's nice to know there's good, honest people in the world.
That part. I was gagged.
So was I. I was like, golly. I didn't know how it was going to turn out.
I mean, a new wallet, license, credit card, all that stuff. So.
Right. Oh, shit.
So is your area more blue or more red waters?
You were breaking up a little bit, huh?
Is your area more blue or more red?
That's a good question. I had to ask Mark. That's a good question. What about your area?
I'm not blue.
Okay.
I think in like the burbs of Maryland, it's more red, I think.
Oh, okay. Shit. Oh, boy.
I'm surprised, Eric, because you're more in the burbs of Washington, I believe, right?
Oh, like out near Dallas?
So she lives in Washington State, which is, I know, a blue state, but it has, I think, red areas, I believe.
Yeah, that's the other thing that blew my mind about some people is like they show us this stuff every election night where it's like the states and then there's like little areas that are different colors. And there are a lot of people that don't know the difference or are like, well, why is it not all blue or why is the state not blue? Because certain localities are red and others are blue. And
Like, I know, like Virginia actually is kind of red, like down to like under Richmond,
right.
and then go from there up. It's I think more blue. I believe. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I kind of feel like areas from Richmond south will be red. Maybe
Yeah.
bits and pieces of Williamsburg, maybe red, and like anything like from 81 west is probably red. You know, the more rural areas, but
Yeah.
it's not hard. Like the cities and stuff will definitely be blue because they're more integrated. But you know, when you get to like the mountains and the hills and stuff, it's definitely
Fuck area.
it's giving like sundown town. I'm just saying, like if I was driving late at night, I would have my windows up and my doors locked. Sometimes you gotta do white people like they do you. It's like you don't have street lights, you don't have traffic lights. Like like look at Maryland, right? On either side of the bay, like if like south of Annapolis and south of most of the eastern shore, I would think there's a large part of those areas that are red, and you get down there and you're like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Because one day where was I going? I forget where I was going, but I was on 301, which I had never been on before, and Confederate flags in front of the houses and all that stuff, and I'm like, in Maryland? But I had to remember, it's like this is a part of Maryland that's not. I don't know what's the word. Not that metropolitan, I guess. And most of Maryland is pretty much like farmland and people that are like conservative. So when you go down like south of Annapolis and you go down 301, you're kind of like, oh, even though this is close to the bay and kind of close to Annapolis, it's really no different than like parts of Harford County, parts of Cecil County. Yeah, it's no different. But it's fascinating. Like when you drive around Maryland, sometimes, like you drive, let's say, well, definitely like closer to West Virginia. It'll get a little dicey, but like into Western Virginia, Southern Maryland,
Yeah.
even west of where I am, up in like Cumberland and stuff, you're gonna run into a lot of those Confederate flags and Trump flags and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, nope, I'm not stopping. Even if the traffic light is red, I'm going. But yeah, I'm gonna need people to like educate themselves on like localities. That's what it's called. It's called localities when they show that map and they got the little squares that are different colors. Like those localities and the population from those areas make up the vote. And it's not just. That's why they're not just covering the presidential race. They're covering like seats in Congress and Senates and stuff like that. But people are so focused on the president, as they should be. But it's like, even if you were to elect Walz and Kamala. See, I don't want to be the one that messes up her name, but even if even if she was the one to win, her and Walz, there's still a percentage of people out there that can still vote in Republican senators and governors and stuff. But
Yeah.
you know me, I took government and politics. Some people look at the TV and they're like, "What's the difference?" And I'm like, "Girl, it's right there on the TV." But Tuesday night was definitely eye-opening for me when they broke down the percentages of each demographic that voted for all the people that were running, and
Yeah.
there was a percentage of Latino men and women that more voted for Trump than Walz, and
That lures me.
I'm like, okay. So from this day moving forward, I will no longer be considered a person of color because y'all honestly think that voting for this person, and this is my theory, like voting for this person will lead to like cheaper groceries, cheaper gas, no wars, all this other stuff. Like the no wars part, there's always going to be a war of some kind. So that's a moot point. But you really did this over like groceries and stock and house value, and instead of like women's rights, the right to marry, Roe versus Wade, abortion, you know what I mean? Like the right to abort, stuff like that, like substantial stuff. Like y'all are just. This is why I hate group projects. You know what I mean? Like I get along with people for the most part, but when it comes to like group projects, I'd be wanting to throw myself out the window. Cause it's like, how can y'all fuck this up? Mm-mm.
I mean, get the felon.
Convicted felon, multiple bankruptcies, a cheater, a liar, a rapist, a pedophile, a sexual assault, predator. And a salesman, like, he has convinced y'all of a whole bunch of nothing. And he knew about the virus 6 months before it happened. But yes, Latinos, keep voting for him. And then, the moment that he writes into law or whatever that he's giving people money for tips that leads to deported undocumented immigrants. Don't be calling us looking to bail y'all out. This is what y'all wanted. Like, he can still make ICE a thing. Like, he could bring that back. Like, never mind, like, the Supreme Court, which is a separate thing. Everybody was, like, ignoring that part. This guy could do a whole lot of stuff. And Project 2025 could be a reality. See, this is what happens when you have a lot of time on your hands. You research stuff and you start thinking.
Yeah.
And you start, like, putting things together and you're talking about it, and it's, the more you talk about it, the more afraid you get. It's like, I'm not coming outside anymore. Because y'all have lost y'all's mind.
Give me more time. I go back, like, we'd have to wait to see everybody else, and then once things hit the fan,
Yeah. Just keep my head down. I just hope I just hope no more white people come up to me pulling an Oregon fish situation. Oh, child. Like, I don't need to know that you had help growing up. Oh boy. I'm looking forward to Sunday. I know we never got a proper Sunday the last time. That was just crazy. But you know what?
Yeah, but
Tomorrow's a new day. But what time now? Okay, it's almost 10. What are you up to tomorrow?
tomorrow I think I have a phone shoot with Zach.
Oh, is it like a couples thing?
No, it's a shoot.
Oh, okay. That sounds fun.
I need more pictures for my drag book, so.
Oh, okay. How's Zach been?
He's been okay considering things.
Right.
Wednesday he was not himself. It was really weird.
Oh.
But we talked about, but I went to work and then I came home and then we talked about things and whatnot, and he's better.
Well, that's good. As long as my people and your people are good and everybody's managing, I guess, best they can.
People have to stand up and support each other, and pretty good.
Yeah, when it first broke, like, I didn't stay up the whole night. I knew early on, I saw the gap early on between her and him, and I was just like, this isn't looking too good. And then by the second or third time I looked, it was getting wider and wider. I was just like, yeah, this is not looking good at all. I got in bed a decent time and went to bed. And of course, the next day is when I found out. And people were texting me, just sad for me, which was really nice. I was not expecting that, you know. But I wasn't full of despair. You know, I think the reaction is like a generational thing. Like, you and me, we've been around for a good amount of time. Like, we've been through this before. Like, I went through 2 Bushes. I was young when Reagan was president, but like, I was an adult when 9/11 happened, and Hurricane Katrina and all that stuff. So it's like,
Yeah.
I've seen things similar, but I've seen pretty amazing things. And I know that I don't think we're ever going to get to a place where we're going to be on the same page, all of us, because everybody has their reservations about the other party or whoever's running from that party, and it's just like, this idea that a president is going to rescue the economy and things are going to be better and things are going to be more affordable and stuff. It's like, you know, there's terrible shit on both sides. It just so happens that one side is better at charming people. But it's like, what can you do outside of that? You know, I go into it with like good faith. I know what I don't want to happen again. And I went into the voting situation with that. It was just like, I don't want another epidemic. I don't want more racist people to be empowered or entitled to try to end my life or your life or people that look like us. You know, the economy is going to do what it's going to do, but people just care more about money than life, which is crazy to me.
I remember the whole Bush and Gore election, and for me, that was the first time I actually was fully engaged. I remember Clinton running twice and all that, and in a Freddie Bush, and then like the whole Gore victim thing, Gore Bush thing was my first like, oh, and it was like a really nervous night. It was a really weird night, and for years following, the whole like, oh, Florida was the key state, and how the Supreme Court got involved in that, and yeah.
Right. And, and you know what's crazy? It's like when the Al Gore and Clinton era was over, you know, Al Gore has stepped into this global warming thing, and people weren't listening, and now look at us. Child, it's 90 degrees in October.
It was hot. It was hot. What was it, today or Thursday? It was hot. Man, what the fuck?
It fucked me up. I walked out in, I think, pants. I'm like, hold on. It was 35 degrees. It was 35 degrees this morning. Why is it 86 right? So you got that. You got tornadoes and hurricanes happening in like New York. You know, Florida is always going to Florida. But now it's like it's so it's you know, we had it going on when Clinton was president. We had it going on pretty well. And unfortunately, you know, when we get to a good spot, people look to the good spot, expecting this person to override or undo 8 years of like damage from before. And it's like, you know, when you put a person of privilege and access that always comes up to the podium looking like they don't want to be there, like they'd rather be playing golf or drinking beer somewhere, that has like no clue, like they look like they have no clue what's going on, you're going to get the kind of responses that you get, where it's like this apathetic or indifference to the plight of like black people that are stranded because of Hurricane Katrina. Just saying. But you know, nobody. You know, there weren't enough people picking up on that. But they were looking to Barack to do everything to clean it up. Always looking to the black person to do it, but didn't want to get involved when it was time to. And then, you know, we're so frustrated that nothing's happening that we're like, fuck it, I'll do it myself. So
I'm that person. I'm like, what? Okay.
yeah, y'all doing too much back and forth for me. So yeah. So you know, the kids that were born in like the mid '90s were in such a state of despair in their Facebook posts the other day, and it's like, as somebody that saw 9/11 happen while y'all were in grade school, no shade like to any of y'all, but as somebody that saw 9/11 happen while he was in the Middle East, the fact that 45 got reelected is the least scariest thing I've seen. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to get through this, and that's exactly what I was told, you know, when 9/11 happened. You know, my first time out the country, thousands of miles away from home. I have no control over what's happening. Just like they didn't have any control over, you know, 45 getting reelected. It's like, at least I know that I went into this on good faith, and all you can do really is just pray. Ooh, it's bong rip time. Sorry. I know. Mr. Great just texted me about bong rip. Because I'm going to get a swanker tomorrow.
I'm going to transfer you to Jane to the other call.
Oh, not the Department of Social Services. Not the Department of Children and Family. No. So do I just stay here, or what do you want me to do?
I'm gonna call you into the other room.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Bye, everyone.
Boy, it's just us.
Oh.
There's no number. Oh.
Hi. Where is Zach? Probably sleeping if he was smart.
Otter.
Mom wants to know where
Yeah.
I mean,
It's looking like Hollywood Squares in here. I live. How's everybody?
it looks like I'm glowing in the dark at the moment.
Okay.
You did
I was
warn
weird.
him about, right, Otter? I hope so.
What?
You did warn him about me, right? Or
What who?
out of nowhere. Did you warn him about?
He's fine.
Did you warn him about me? Mom wants to know if you warned her about her.
Well, you know. He's fine. He's fine. Y'all fine.
I should have salsa with
I'm-
this,
I'm-
but it's still good.
I'm high right now.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm not. Rude.
Really? So do I. Inside? That's mine. Don't mix screwball with vodka. That's disgusting.
Are we going for about 4?
Please hold.
Oh. What is that?
Shit, I thought to be responsible. You know, I still got you, this motherfucker. You gotta remember that.
Why are you chasing your pearls?
Jason, just an FYI for you. Chase is an 8-year-old autistic nonverbal child.
Okay, so the reason why I'm clutching my pearls, which has led to me doing this, what you see right now, is because there's a lot going on my TV. I mean, my phone, and I'm high as giraffe pussy right now.
Mommy just said he's turned high as giraffe pussy. Excuse me? Yeah. Okay. No, that's Jason. Okay. I don't think David would want to say that.
David matured.
Okay, we need to finish this one. Okay, we're ready for that shot now after that statement. Yes, please.
Why'd you repeat what I said to your mom? And then she looked and said, "Pardon
Oh
me?"
my god, you're drinking moose out of the moose cup now? Why not? I couldn't find my shot glass. Oh my god.
The double ones are with all the others.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
I'm high.
Everything in between.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, George, just remember gravity works. That's all you gotta remember.
I know, but I don't want to drive home.
The words tuck and roll for the stairs might come in handy.
I gotta
I'm
go.
guessing George is doing a science experiment and checking to see if your gravity's on.
No. This is what Mom and George are now drinking out of. Her screwball. Jason, do you see this? This is what they are drinking screwball out of. And if you don't know what this is, Chevy Chase's Christmas Vacation. The Moose Cups.
Oh wow.
Merry Christmas, the Shitter's Full.
Huh.
Oh! When Santa squeezes his fat ass down the chimney, he's gonna see the jolliest bunch of assholes this side of the nut house. And yes, I have that sign for my front door in case you were curious.
Are you sure you warned him about all of us crazy folks on this chat?
I think
Oh, you should. Hey, listen. You should have heard my story time on the last live. Either I know. Well, I wasn't high yet when we first started. I know I have crazy people in my family, but crazy people walk up to me while I'm just living my best life. So So I'll tell you guys a story. You know,
As loud as it goes.
so I'm gonna tell y'all a story. So the day after what's his face got reelected, I went to the bar with my boyfriend, and down the bar from us is this white couple that's visiting from Oregon, and the wife in the couple is loud. And I think it led me to think that she pre-gamed before she got there. And I want to say her drink of choice is boxed wine. She just strikes me as a woman, a middle-aged white woman that drinks boxed wine, right? So I get up to go to the bathroom. I come back. My boyfriend's down there and they're talking about what just happened. So by the time I make my way over there, she's apologizing to me. And I shit you not, it went just like this. I'm so sorry for the outcome. I'm so sorry that, whatever happened, happened. I had a black housekeeper growing up.
You gotta be shitting me. This was a white woman saying this or a black woman?
A white woman. And not just any white woman, because she had to tell me in the short amount of time that we were around each other. She's a white woman, middle aged, from Oregon. So she was in Maryland for a wedding. But I think she had been drunk since her flight. I don't know when she touched down, when she left Oregon, but she looked like she had been drinking since she had left her house. Like she was putting 20 on 10, so she was like being real extra. But for you, lady, so it's been 2 days. I still couldn't tell you what her name was because we didn't have an introduction. She went straight into this thing, feeling really bad. I had a black housekeeper growing up, and there were black housekeepers in my neighborhood, and I just feel really bad. And I'm like,
You have no clue, woman. Wow.
and the wild thing about it is that wasn't the first time that's happened to me before.
Wow.
Yeah, that was my face exactly. This whole feeling bad and apologizing to people about, police brutality and everything. It's just a lot.
Well, I can see better now, but you guys? No. I can't see shit. No, man.
I see you.
I can see sticks.
Well, it's better, right? Hear me. Where? You see me. Here we go. Well, no, because it's light behind me. I look like a fucking glow stick.
The beacons have been lit.
Yes, I'm aware. Thank you. I'm a fucking hacker. Congratulations. We do try to make sure we have fried chicken with otters and watermelon and watermelon.
I think I'm too high for this.
I've been hotter because he knows better. There should be a disclaimer with us, 100%, especially me. I was awake at 2 o'clock, and I told him that there was chicken tenders on the table. Oh my god. It looked like you've never had fried chicken before.
Okay, Mom. If Otter gets the black card, what's my card?
Agent. Yeah. Chinese food.
I knew exactly what you were gonna say.
I think you get the Tiger Woods card.
Ooh, that's bad.
I mean, you look like an Oriental guy that's had black in you. What's in your hand? Oh, is Otter leaving?
Yeah, with my purse.
There we go. Much better. We have the leaning tower of Plaza. Yeah, Like I said, I can't swim that wide.
And I still got the matching shoes under my bed.
These are lit. No, I like it when his friend came in and goes, "Can I sleep in here?" I only got 2 rules. One, I may pat your ass in the middle of the night. The other 2, one is don't tell my husband. He don't get it.
Yeah, I'm way too high for this live.
This isn't live. This is a chat between a couple people. That's it. And you'll have to excuse me because I'm
Welcome to Dallas, Sean. That takes place in 3 different time zones. How can we help you?
I'm sipping. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not guzzling. I'm not chugging. Go. Okay. Yeah.
Wait, did Mom just offer to cuddle with George?
I mean typically well, but I don't mean it to be rude. We're all like that. I do tend to open my mouth and change speed though occasionally. I, on the other hand, don't even change speed. Don't even look at me like that. I do that. If I'm your godmother, I will smack you with my wand.
Say yes, Mommy dearest.
Oh, by the way, it's almost the 3rd anniversary of how Mommy Dearest got born.
No, this is not going to be. No, this is the 3rd. Oh, fuck, it's going to be
No, she's right. It would have been the 2nd anniversary because it was our first time in Vegas. It was my first time in Vegas.
By the way, how did David, how did Caden get his name?
Oh, easy. I started off as a drag queen, and I wanted to keep my initials KL. So I was going through the books, and then I got off the phone with my mom talking about my nephew Caden. So I was like, you know what, Karina, Caden, whatever.
Really, it had nothing to do with amateur night. No, not bullshit time. This is spill your guts. Tell the truth, bitch.
Okay, Shaniqua Volt, is told me one night I had to do amateur night at an old gay strip club in Portland, Oregon, where the dancers go all the way nude.
Of course they do.
So I do amateur night. They were like, okay, what is your stage name? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm not going to use my real name. So I'm just like, how about Caden? So, one Monday.
You're black on the
Hmm?
I said the question is,
I can't even hear you.
Thank God. The question is, while you were going down to your nothings, were you more Asian that night or were you more black that night? It just look on I'm guessing Asian.
Oh no, I wasn't this. I wasn't Colton Riley.
Okay, so you were
Colton White. Colton?
He's still smaller than me.
Who the fuck's Colton?
I gotta go. That's who we
Okay, so you're black shot going. There's your answer. That's the one you got hurt looking at. Mother!
I never got.
I swear to God, I do not know who she is.
You wanna know that she...
That doesn't fall apart from the tree, bitch. Bitch, that nut never left the fucking tree. It's still there.
Wow. Jason is really high because he's having the 1,000-mile stare right now.
Well,
Yup.
what's going on? Because otters in with a bunch of duckies. They're normal. Where's
I
that?
mean,
Where is that?
Normal is vastly overrated.
he's looking like he's lost in space.
Yeah, I know. Zach, I live with. No, he doesn't live with him yet. You don't live with him yet? No, they're just dating.
Keyword yet.
He's smart. No, he's not. Ah.
Otter had a white.
No. Well, his name is Zach. His name is Zach.
George, what? Really? Really? I thought you had a white boyfriend. No.
You don't.
You don't?
What is that? I'm sorry, he's not white.
He's brown.
He is.
He's milk chocolate.
This is Jason. So the look on his face is like, yeah, dude, we ain't buying that.
No, I'm the dude.
I met Zach. I'm telling you, the guy's white.
He's the Dune Coon. No, you're not.
He's a what?
I gotta go.
He's milk chocolate.
I'm too high for this.
Well, we used to call it, well, when I was in Iraq, we would call the Iraq. Dude.
What is that?
Milk chocolate, them, Mom.
Thank you.
No, it's
I gotta go. I gotta go.
Come on, I have to learn how to talk.
Come on, spit it out.
Educate me, please.
Dune Coon. It's so dunes, the sand dunes.
Okay, June. Okay, got it. Okay, that's the same thing as. Oh, don't.
So he the Prince of Egypt?
If you want her to, she will, because I know she will. I did not. I will not go. I will not.
No,
I was gonna say, does that make him Arabic?
yes.
Yes, Abacus.
I just here, babe. Oh, you know, back to the Iranian city, buddy.
I thought you lived with him.
Why is Arabic drive yet?
You do not live with him?
No, yeah.
You're getting there. Well, you were talking about getting married when I was there. Oh, and by the way, to answer your question, Otters, why I am ordained, because we come from a good Baptist family where women aren't allowed to do jack shit. So I got ordained so Mom could have 2 ordained children. Yes, this has been the goal of my life. And in case my brother decides to get married, I can marry him.
And all,
He married Sarah 3 times. Oh.
and Mom didn't want Sarah. She just wanted a puppy.
Mitchell's not married once, by the way. Yes, he did marry you once. No, he did not. Yes. Oh, he did. Once. That's all it takes.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was, okay.
I'm not talking some Alabama shit here, dude. I'm talking. I can marry him and his boyfriend.
I was confused.
You're telling me that your brother Mitch, that's been with his boyfriend for God knows how many years now, is not married to him?
No, they do not want to get married.
God, that means you could marry me and SJ.
I could. Who's that shit?
I thought he was boyfriend.
I thought you were going nothing.
We're
Working on it?
we're back on.
All right.
I'm looking at how.
You sending money?
No,
Okay.
no.
So what's the weather like there? Just shut up and drink. Please shut up and drink. So what's the weather like there?
I swear, I feel like a real parent. I can never have any good stuff without my children taking it.
We're drinking.
We're drinking. Like, I love these.
Otter, is that cool?
I like these. wait, hold on.
Holding.
But I like. You can also do this.
Let's grab a random one, dude.
This is faster than those. Damn that personal bolts are locked.
Oh, yeah. It does. Yeah.
Okay, we doing this again?
Yes. Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh. I will say this, Rue is dangerous.
Hey, Otter, guess who stood up?
Daniel, hold please.
Oh, Mom, that was emotional.
Daniel, say hi to Otter. Hey, Daniel, Otter called me.
I just call him. I call him.
Well, he is a troll. Wait, Otter, what do you call Daniel?
You just call him the master the night that you kept trying to feed him water and no one right chicken.
Okay, hold on.
What?
Oh, dear God. Say hello to Daniel.
Hello.
Hello, Daniel.
They're drinking screwball, so grab a shot glass.
There.
Alright. Daniel's gonna take a shot too.
Oh, you're worried about the game.
Gravity works, people.
Good. I was so afraid that you forgot how to pay your gravity bill.
Well, it's okay, because you missed Mom petting George's third leg.
It's a dog's fault. Like another dog. The dog
Oh, you know, well, the third.
Mom was petting Sparkles, and Sparkles decided to apparently snip George's crotch, and she kept petting.
Nothing got excited.
Oh, shit.
Sparkles didn't get excited.
Did you pour Daniel a shot? Glass.
I love my root beer.
David is still drinking root beer.
Did you guys drink this so bad? Yeah. Hi. I'm on my second bottle.
I need to chase her. That's the end of the conversation.
You know, we
Alright, Daniel's ready for that shot.
I'm not.
Sucks to be you, better get kicking.
What?
Daniel's ready for that shot.
Oh, hell. Hold on. Alright.
What? I'm already, I think, 4, 5, 6 in.
Yep, that works.
5, 3 in, you wuss. Then I'm 4 in. Cheers.
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 This is
This is your night.